Right, I'm doing this because I watched a video this morning that LV did, and LV was talking about the TNA pay-per-view, the Destination X pay-per-view that had come on this past Sunday, and a lot of people had talked about this pay-per-view, and LV in particular talked about the X Division four-way involving Loki and Austin Aries and Jack Evans, and I can't remember the other guy's name. And he said, based on that and seeing that to him, it proves that in 2011, all you need in wrestling, in the entire wrestling scene right now, is to have great matches, good in-ring matches, to get over to get over. And I don't entirely agree with that. And I have a lot on my, to get out, and I'm just going to come out and say it. I feel that there are two main consensus on YouTube amongst us wrestling fans. The first one is we all want wrestling to succeed. We all want wrestling to reach the heights of the late 90s and further and really become the hot topic in all of society. We want it to be bigger than what it was several years ago. We all want there to be more money into it. We all want the Shikaras and the Ring of Honors and the TNAs and the WWEs and PWGs, all these promotions to become bigger than what they are right now. And the only way to do that is by this other consensus, to just have these great in-ring matches. That's all these wrestlers need to do to go over. That's all they need to do. Now, to me, having a great match is important, and I'm not disputing that. And I'm not saying that having great matches or having good matches, to be honest with you, is not vital, because it is. You do need to provide the steak as well as the sizzle. But I think that to get over a wrestler individually, and you want to look at the term get over, it's not just about the in-ring work. Now, Al Snow did a Shoot interview, and it's on YouTube somewhere. I'm sure Shoot to Rooney put it up. And he said, what does the term getting over mean? Keep in mind that this is a pro wrestler. And he said the term get over means to make the people who are watching your show, make them want to be you, and make them want to live vicariously through you. And he gave great examples of people who got over in the real world as public figures, like Mr. T and other such names. And I can draw names right now, like 50 Cent and the Floyd Mayweathers and the Rihannas. And they are over in this world because I see a lot of people wanting to be them, and to the point where they're somewhat, dressing like them and wanting to be a part of them. Now, in wrestling, if you want the wrestling business to succeed and to become what it needs to become and to live to its fullest potential, it's not just the in-ring matches that these guys need to have. It's also the image, the package, the presentation of a character, and that is important, and the interview skills. The interview skills is a must, whether it's within the show, the context of their show, like a Monday Night Raw or Ring of Honor and HDNet, or if it's doing public media and the interview skills that you need to have there. I think it's very, very important. I think it's very important to have a look and an image, because a look and an image is the first thing you see before the match starts. And that's something I need to address. Before a match starts, it's a wrestler's job to develop and devise ways to draw fans, regular fans to come back, and also to draw new fans in. And, in-ring wrestling is not the only thing that you need to get over. People, have given examples, and I know people have talked about the Shawn Michaels and the Benoits, and on the subject of the Benoits, let's go to this. Benoit and Eddie Guerrero, both great wrestlers, both tremendous in-ring performers. I'm not disputing that. But let's see who was more over. In my opinion, who was more over and who was the better overall performer was Eddie Guerrero and not Chris Benoit. Now, both of them great technical wrestlers, great high flyers, great at just carrying whoever they needed to carry to a great match. But Guerrero had a lot more appeal. He developed a promo style and an image that worked for him, that he was comfortable with and comfortable to present to people. And because of that, it went from people being like, to when he won the belt, people were crying and people were emotional, and it hit people here because he really developed and created an attachment. To me, when you create that attachment, that's getting over. Getting over isn't just having a great match and having 800 fans who don't pay to get into a show, by the way, and get in for free, saying hire them all, hire them all. That's a good start, and I'm not disputing that. That's a great start. Now do something with that. Now work on an image. Now work on a package. Now work on other ways to draw a guy in so that you've drawn all these people into this look and this image and this personality, and then when you have that match and when you throw that punch, those fans are living through that punch that you're throwing. Those fans are living through those kicks you're throwing. When you make your comeback, the fans are on their feet and they really want you to win. That's getting over to me. Getting over isn't just having someone clap and going, that was awesome, or this is wrestling, because there's more to getting over than what it is. And LV saying that this is garbage, that people say that. I don't think it is garbage. I think it's a very valid claim. Um, if you want to look at one of the biggest stars in the entire wrestling industry, Stone Cold Steve Austin, when he was Steve Austin, he was having great matches. We all know he was having great matches. He was having very good matches on television. He was having good matches in World Class. He was having good matches in WCW. He was having good matches as the ringmaster. But when he took a step out of the wrestling bubble that everyone lives in, and the fans do too, and looked back and then looked at what was missing, and he watched some television, and he created the Stone Cold Steve Austin concept, and he worked on a look and an image and a promo style. Suddenly, Stone Cold Steve, the ringmaster Steve Austin, went from being just another mid-level guy to one of the biggest stars in wrestling history today. And people will go, well, it was the match with Bret Hart that did it. No, well, granted that did do that, but if you look before that, there was King of the Ring 1996, and one of the things that really did it for him was him coming out and saying what he had to say after he won the show, and that really got him over. And how do we know that? Because the next night in the arenas there was Austin 316 signs, and now people are starting to want to be Austin, and they're cheering for him. They love his attitude. It's about the attitude. It's about all of those things I said. Why are we making excuses for guys not coming in and not firing on all cylinders? I'm sorry, people didn't agree with me when I said Roderick Strong as world champion for Ring of Honor while they're on HDNet is not a good idea. Because this is a guy that doesn't have the overall package. He's a tremendous in-ring wrestler. He is. He's a great wrestler. But when it's his time to talk, when it's time to sell a ticket and sell some buys and get some ratings in, with this, he fails miserably. He doesn't have that image. He doesn't have that look. He doesn't have that personality. That's why I was saying when I was arguing with Ring of Honor fans, Chris Hero would be a better option for champion. Daniel Bryan was a better option for champion because at least he learned how to articulate himself in front of a camera and how to carry himself before the match started. And this is leading on to something else now, and I kind of want to keep it onto the topic. Ring of Honor have a television deal. They're going to be on TV again in September, and to me, this is the biggest opportunity that Ring of Honor have right now. And this is an opportunity to really show the rest of the world what pro wrestling can be and what it should be. Now, if I were Ring of Honor, I would step out of that wrestling bubble for a few minutes. I would look at what's getting over in society right now. I would look at what people are into right now, and then think of ways of incorporating that into your wrestling product. Come up with a fierce marketing strategy that really draws people in. Get your individual wrestlers with images and looks and personalities. Media train them. Find ways of... So it's not just about the wrestling. Find other ways in addition to the great in-ring wrestling that you have to get more people in. They had the opportunity on HDNet and people crapped on it and said it was all HDNet's fault, and I don't agree with that. I think Ring of Honor, to an extent, are to blame. They didn't have the aggressive marketing strategy. They didn't have the image. They didn't have all of those things that help make a promotion one thing and then take it to the next level. ECW had that, but they made very, very bad business decisions. But when you look at ECW, a lot of matches were not as technically sound as people think, but they were characters, there were images, there were looks, there were personalities, there were great storylines, and all of those things combined really made ECW a compelling product. Right now, Ring of Honor isn't the compelling product that it should be, and they've got this opportunity, and my message to them and to Ring of Honor fans is, with this TV product coming up and with the iPay-per-views, you can't sell a pay-per-view and you can't sell a TV show on just great technical wrestling alone. It needs to be more than just that, and I'm not disputing the wrestling part. Anyways, I'm waffling. It's always good to go back and forth with people on YouTube. LV, who always makes good videos and he always makes good points. Hopefully, this is something that can go back and forth on. So I'm going to leave it there because it's very late at night, and this is also to show that you can have debates with people and not get personal and not insult them and not get butthurt when they disagree with you. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. Write some comments down there. Write some comments on his video, and I will be back very, very soon. Take care.